Hey, this is Hot Rod at Transformers Ireland Online, just doing a review of Henkei Cyclonus, which is the re-release of the Universe Cyclonus, which was a different paint scheme. I did have the Universe toy. I didn't really like it. The quality felt cheap. The quality control wasn't too good, and I thought the colour scheme was too dark. So I sold it and opted for this guy instead, and it was well worth it. He is by far my favourite of the Universe line in its entirety. I just absolutely love this figure, and he looks great. The colour scheme is much better. The kind of joints and everything are much tighter. The quality control was just fantastic. As we remember, Cyclonus, he was the forward wing facing attack jet, which is the same deal here. He's maybe not as slender as the toy or cartoon design, but it captures the same feel. It's bulkier here, I guess, but it is basically, it's the same vehicle, and it does look really cool. He's got a full set of landing struts underneath, which you don't see in a lot of the toys, and he's just really cool looking. He's pretty heavy, fairly light, but pretty heavy. He's lighter than Acid Rain, if you have that toy, or Starscream. The colour scheme is the lilac purple, or the kind of lavender from Generation 1, except up here, which is a darker purple. Again, as I said, he's got black for the landing struts, black here on his Targetmaster companion, which I assume, or if I remember right, is I can't remember his name. Nightstick. There we go. I'll just put him to one side so you can take a look at this better. There's a dark grey running through here on the end of the thrusters, with lighter grey there on the very back, lighter grey here, and a metallic grey here for some guns. He's got translucent red on his cockpit, and then he's got this galvanized kind of Decepticon, it looks kind of like the Joker's kind of purple suit, kind of purple on there. And he's just really cool looking. The paint scheme is fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And like I said, he looks great. The back could have held together a bit tighter. It's just sort of it's clamped in by tiny little pegs here. I couldn't find the instructions, but I just kind of went based on what it does look like when you do eventually have it transformed. And it looks fine. It just feels a bit loose at the back. But other than that, it's nigh on perfect. His gun here, Nightstick, is galvanized again with silver, kind of brushed steel looking galvanized here, and black. And he's got a little peg there to go into the hand, and a little peg at the back, which I'll explain what that's for later. I'll start with this guy because he's small and simple. You fold the cannon back, you fold the legs down and the midsection down. Fold these little grey tabs just here down to make his feet, and fold the arms down. The arms can actually bend at the elbow, which is great, because he's a little bit smaller than a Minicon. The legs don't bend, but they do move independently. They're not joined like they were on the Generation 1 figures. The only real new colour revealed here is red for his face. He's got a surprising amount of detail on him. For a guy so small. I'll take my hands away so you can actually get a good look at him. He's pretty cool. There's not really much to be said about him. He is what he is. You couldn't put an awful lot of moving parts onto him because he's so small, but he works. It's a vast improvement over the Generation 1 Target Masters. So I'll move him to one side and we'll transform Cyclonus. So we start by pulling these wing parts out, and then bring the legs down. The legs are clever in that they split in half and just kind of fold up, and then you just you fold them down. Obviously I'll just fold those landing struts in place. They fold down like that, and then they just clip into place, and then you can separate the feet and the heel. Same goes for leg number 2. And that's his lower torso done. So you swing these arches up like that and like that, and they clip into place, but I'll do that in one moment. What I loved about the transformation, it's a great overall transformation, but it's the way the cockpit disappears. You fold that back. The telescopic part here on the end of the cockpit folds in. This folds in once and then folds in again. And then it all just goes right into the back of the robot. Just really clever design. The only thing missing from this is the transformation noise. But you clip these pieces back up and they lock into place. And the wings are on hinges that fold back like that. And then once that's done, you just extend the arms down, bring the fists out, and then turn his head. And then what you have there is Cyclonus. The colour scheme is pretty much the same. He's got additional darker purple here on his shin guards, or his knee kind of guards. Orange has been added to the centre of his abdomen, almost like a belt buckle, and then there's silver here for his abs area, and then up here at his chest there's more silver, and then he's got a really dark kind of Cadbury's purple there for his Decepticon logo. The face is kind of silver, whereas on Universe it was just a kind of a matte black. It was really boring. This is silver. It really shows up his features. He looks identical to Generation 1, and then he's got his horns on top, which are basically the same colour grey as his fists and everything else. So that's it really. He's got a one open fist and one closed fist. The reason for this is because when you take Nightstick and put him into his gun mode, it means you can just, all you need to do is put him in one hand. He does have, I'm just transforming Nightstick here, just bear with me 1 second. So he's got his he's got a peg there for to go into his fist here, like any normal gun would have, which is, you know, it's fine, it's good. It makes the gun, I guess, look a little bit bigger, and it doesn't really kind of put him off balance. He's got a great centre of balance. That's fine, that's great. You know, that's what you'd expect a kind of a Targetmaster to do. What is a really nice touch is that in Master, or was it Master Force? No, it wasn't Master. Headmasters, when they introduced the Targetmaster gun connected into the forearm of the robot. Now, Japan never got the Targetmaster Cyclonus in the cartoon. I don't think they got him in the toy either. But they saw fit to pay homage to it. And it just literally, on the end here, when you fold the fist up, he's got a little tab there. And the little tab at the back just clips into place, giving you an accurate version of the Targetmaster kind of feature from the cartoon. It makes him look great. It's just it looks better when it's clipped directly into his fist, and I guess that's why this here is a closed fist, so that that won't just be there with a big hole in it. And he just looks fantastic with that in. Overall, the figure is perfect. My favourite of the line by far. I think the most perfect toy of the line. No kibble, perfectly kind of slim line, and he looks fantastic. Definitely a 5 out of 5. I'd even go 6 out of 5. That's how good he is. Okay, thanks, bye.